Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream of Wizardry 6, Bane of the Cosmic Forge Remastered. Let's continue our Iron Man run as we try to play through all 3 games in the trilogy. Alright, last time we killed the Guardian of the Rock. Ready to head to the pyramid. Alright, spell points are back. Now we have to go down the secret exit. Achtung! Press button for this exit. The tunnel ends abruptly. Okay. Don't need that. Where in the world did I put Miner's Pick? There it is. It's on Draforan. Some sort of burial chamber with mummies wrapped, laid in alcoves. Let's break this spot open before we go to the pyramid. The walls are made of earth, blocks of clay engraved with fanciful designs. A quick look around reveals that all the walls are this way, suggesting a royal or sacred air about the place. Emerging outside, you are standing on the ledge of a great pyramid, a temple which is completely surrounded by bubbling water. Pretty sure this is the wrong way. Actually, this I think is going to cause us to drop down to and open up a wall that we need. Okay. I've got giant ants. Tsunami and Sonic Blast. Eight Amazuli. Going for the back lines. Hey, Zombo, welcome in. How are you doing? You think this was Moody's favorite part of the game? John Moody. All right. Yeah, this is what we need. The gloop spot splotch. Top right. Staggers. Hey, Jimmy, welcome in. How are you doing? The scantily dressed Amazons, that's right. Who can resist the Amazons, Jimmy says. Oh, this is the sack. Okay. I'll use that to go get some sand. Just stepping on the tiles so that we have a more complete map. I'm going to go ahead and go downstairs now. Get the sand while we're here. Large amount of sand lies on the ground. Okay. Be careful that we don't go down any of those chutes. Oh, wow, jungle vines everywhere. Okay. This is perfect for an earthquake. Floaters. Probably the ones that are resistant to magic. Yep. We got priestesses and archers. Asphyxiate. Power 5 strong enough to kill all of them. Next time we'll try Power 4. See if that's sufficient. Ooh, look at that Psionic level. Nice. And 100 Theosophy. I think I'm going to get Mind Flay. Nice. Hey, Jaforn, welcome in. How are you doing? Hype, headspin, hype, headspin. Yeah. Okay. This is going to be painful. Glad you're doing well, Jaforn. Alright, let's see what we got here. Acid sticks. Janet blade. Pure stone. That's a good one. Okay. Six natives. Tsunami. They got washed away. Cupid arrows, I'm gonna drop those. Okay, this is where we need the gloop splotch. Which we don't have yet. Hey, says Tam and Tex and Holly, welcome in. How are you doing? Is this some kind of not mod for Wizardry 7 that adds Wizardry 6 campaign? I recreated Wizardry 6 in the Wizardry 7 engine. Added a bunch of content, spells, balanced the game, all kinds of stuff like that. Okay, let's go down here. Let me check and see if I've gone over here yet. Have not. Thanks for giving Saztam the shout out, Jimmy. And hey, Dark Savant Shadow, welcome in. How are you doing? Okay, this is what I needed. Seven natives. We'll do Tsunami and Sonic Blast. You're doing good, Dark Savant. Glad to hear it. They're reaching the back lines with the spears. '95 stream watch streak, Dark Savant Shadow. Wow. Nice. I'm going to do a missile shield here. Need some oratory practice on the samurai. And let's do an earthquake and mind flay. That should be enough. Raw. It's possible that this is something more than just a standard fur halter. It's doubtful. Nope. Hey, Hametic, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, thanks so much for resubscribing. For 36 months, you reached the 3-year mark. Congratulations, Ham. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. One of us, Salvo says. 3 years already. So it all started in December. I know, that's crazy, isn't it? Where does the time go, Ham? Where does it go? Thanks again. I really appreciate it. And that's just since I've been on Twitch. Two jungle vines. That's kind of odd. Being captured one with an entangled dart. Okay, let's see here. Just got yourself a coffee, Still a bit under the weather, but it's getting better every day. Sorry to hear that you're under the weather, but I'm glad you're doing better. Okay, we'll come back here later for this. See, I don't think I've gone this way yet. Jimmy says coffee solves everything. And Ham says, I think so, Jimmy. Yes, previous weekend you were a mess. Oh man. Now you went to that race car thing. I don't think I've talked to you since then. Where you got together with some people. It had nothing to do with that, right? No? Okay, gotcha. I knew you said that'd be a big celebration or whatever, potentially. Tsunami? Sonic Blast. Okay. All right, that's where we came from. You know what? I don't know if I've gone up here yet. I think I have. Yeah. Okay, we've done all that. All right, let's try going this way. We went that way. I don't think we've been this way. No. You got infected by a colleague who got it from his wife. That's the downside when you're driving together in a car for a few hours and one of you is sick. Knowing or not knowing at the time. Yeah, that sucks. Being in that enclosed small space. Yeah, that's rough. I do want to see how close we are. Ah, Lord only needs 24,000. Ranger only 11,000. Yeah, not that far off besides the casters. Okay, here we go. Here's the goof splotch item. Okay. Let's do Power Force Tsunami. We'll try to petrify them with Basilisk Eye. Nice. Unaffected. There's the Gloop Splotch. This is perfect for Mind Flay. Archers and natives. We'll do asphyxiation on these. We know Power 5 works, so we'll just do that. I think we're full again. Oh. Barbed arrows. We'll hang on to those. We just start dropping some things though. I want to see if I can ID this powder yet. Failure. I have no idea what that is. Gosh, which way? This is correct. Okay. Not correct. I don't feel like this is right. Here we go, Ranger level up. Jitsu's really getting up there. We will get an alchemy spell this level. I'm gonna get Awaken. It'd be good to have another character that can potentially wake the party up. Precision arrows. Maybe. Okay. That's the wrong room. It's gotta be this way. There is a right we can go. Yeah, because it can't be that one there. Here we go. This is correct. Okay. Who did we give the gloops blotch to? There it is. Chest is caught in the gloop. Okay, let's see what this stuff is and then go get the rest. Okay, we don't need the decoder ring anymore. Drop that. Moderate stamina. Get rid of that. Fairy dust drop, we don't need that. It's not worth much. More barbed arrows, we can merge those. Sword of Lading. Oh, that's a cursed item. Drop. We got a sword scam. Hard steel hammer. Go in the offhand. Let's do some switch up again. Mason flail's 100, swords 84. So the ranger could potentially use this. I could give the sword of hearts to the thief. Come on, you gotta have a free slot somewhere. There you go. Okay. I think I might go back to the bow. I have a demon string. I also have an enchanted bow. I think I'm gonna do enchanted. Start with precision arrows. Okay. Foreign says, do you need the green parrot? I'm saving it for my psionic to get 18 personality. It'll give him 19, and personality helps psionics. So yeah, that's why I'm hanging on to it. Helps psionic spell point regen and spell point increases. But I don't want to use it until we get 18. Rare parrot, yeah. Inventory management, or what do I want the least? Yeah, exactly. So now we're ready to go into the temple, kind of. I say ready to. I hate that area. I don't feel super comfortable with my levels, but I think I'll be okay. It's a lot of Amazulu. Critical. Our first arrow shot. Okay, now we gotta go this way. Oh boy, here we go. Who has the bone key? Jimmy has it. This is a super, super dangerous area. Gotta get that to open up. There we go. Hey, Telspire, welcome in. How are you doing? So this run is going through all 3 games without getting wiped a single time. Yes, that is going to be the attempt. On expert. Jimmy says I am the key master. Jimmy's the Faxanadu character. Ah! Oh boy, this is a lot of Pharaohs of Fire. Severb here too. Someone just gave Severb a shout out. Okay, hang on. I gotta scroll here for a minute. There's a lot going on. Let's see. As long as you know who doesn't show up for bad luck, yeah. If someone can do it, it's Steve Forte. Thanks, Sam. Darksfont says all 3 games Iron Man expert solo win. Sever got a shout out. Thank you for that. And Mystic Thurge, thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate that. Welcome in. Did someone give him a shout out? Let me see if I can do it. No, not announce. You have to wait 5 minutes before giving a shout out? Why do I have to wait 5 minutes? I'm the channel owner. That's weird. So the cooldown applies to everyone? That's really dumb. I could see it applying to moderators, but the creator, it is. It's a shout out scam. But thanks again for the raid. I appreciate it, Mystic Thirds. What were you streaming? And for those that don't know, it's Mystic _ Thurge, THEURGE. Hey, Abs Nerdy, welcome in. How are you doing? That's a lot of scams. Tom blames the one we will not mention. You think his luck works even when he's not online? Okay, this is a really scary fight. If we kill these quick enough, it won't be scary. I think I have a fire shield scroll. We're going to use that. Let's do Earthquake. And Sonic Blast. Or, I'm sorry, Mind Flay. Here goes nothing. Jimmy says, Kipper's Shadow's long. Abs Nerdy says you cannot adjust the cooldown time on Shoutout at all. That's just dumb. Okay, Earthquake killed most of them. Okay. We got them before they fireballed us to death. Level 11 Lord. Mystic says I streamed the Duke Nukem's Christmas episode last night, also for December. Cool. How do you like it? Have you played that before? Okay, higher level spell for armor plate. Let me get armor plate. Okay, this is a little more manageable. Yeah, we'll do this. Okay, one left. Thanks for giving Absnerdy the shout out. How did he get shouted out before Mystic Thurge? Did you already get Mystic Thurge? Mystic Thurge didn't get the shout out yet. Okay. Oh, yeah, he did. It's right up there. Glad you're doing all right, Absnerdity. Severbass, can you adjust the cooldown time? It sounds like not, Sever. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Jimmy, for doing those shoutouts. Cool. Nice, nice. What have you been working on, Abs Nerdy, on your streams? Are you still on Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest stuff? I'm not going to do polearm on the thief. Let's do... We're going to do bows here. Skullduggery 94. It's almost up as high as we can get it. Oh, I hate resting here. This is bad, bad, bad. Okay. I don't want to push my luck any more than that. Armor plate. We're not to the boss fight yet. We have, I think, 2 more fights to do before we get to the boss. Okay. I don't have air pocket. So we need to try to kill these real quick. Tom says Jimmy's the best even if he drinks more tea than coffee. Okay, we washed him away with the tsunami. Abzeri said, I did a foolish thing and got myself a job. So I haven't been streaming much. You're still on Dragon Quest 8 though, yeah? Oh, nice. Well, congratulations on the job. I mean, good and bad, right? Good and bad. Hopefully it's what you wanted. Is that really what I wanted? I heard a click. There we go. Okay. This is the fight right before the boss fight. I think I actually want to kill the rotting corpses first. I'm going to use a Dispel Undead scroll on that group. I got to be a little careful with the amount of spell points I use here. Zombo says when playing Iron Man, everything is a boss fight. Ooh, Jimmy got paralyzed. Okay. You take the good with the bad, Absnerdy? Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you have no choice. Now, do I have a cure paralysis potion? I don't remember getting any of those yet. Okay. Here comes the boss fight. Wish me luck. This is one of those fights where, depending on the RNG, it can either be really easy or it can be really, or it's party wipe. All right, we're going to do multiple dispel attempts on Amen Tutbutt. Let's do power 4 earthquake. And I'm going to try Basilisk Guy on Amen Tutbutt. Hellspire says, rip Disco Pharaoh triplets. Come on. We got one. We got two. Okay, we're good. The spell undead doesn't always work on those. When it does, it's perfect. RNG was on our side due to Jimmy's capital GL in blue text. We'll have to pick this up in a minute. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, fire shield scroll. Nice. Amulet of Life? That's 7 resurrections in there. Bonk of Youth. I think that's Vitality increase. Or is it? Karma, is it? We're going to assume it's Vitality. I'm going to give it to the Ranger. Oh, it decreased the age, I bet. Age 18. Okay. Age doesn't matter in this game. It doesn't do anything. Bonk of Fire, that's nice. I'm going to give that to the Hobbit. Unequip this. I'll take the fire resistance over that. Jimmy says 60% of the time it works every time. Zomble says go Zomble. We can get multiple uses out of scrolls. Is that part of your mod? Yeah, you get 4 casts per scroll. It makes scrolls much more useful. It's always an option, Jimmy Hom says. Derforan said, and age reduction. Yeah, it was just age reduction. I don't know if they just made age not do anything in the game because people complained about it, but it doesn't do anything. Jimmy says, so we won't be old and infirm by the time we make it to Dark Savant and Wizardry 8. Even if we are, it doesn't matter. We need to get rid of some weight here. Pick up the rest of these items here. Really? Ankh of Dexterity. Alright, let's put that on the Ranger. 19 Dex. Ring of Shielding. -2 AC. Let's put that on the Ranger. We have an Exploding Tetsubo. It's Samurai Monk Ninja, or we can just use the charges in it. He's got the Ankh of Fire. Let's swap these. Jimmy says age can come into play in Might and Magic. If you get too old, you can kill over and die. Yeah, in my Gold Box Remaster, same thing can happen. Let's see here. And we have a staff. Staff of Spite. Anybody can use this. It's short range. It can be an offhand weapon. I'm gonna have the Lord equip this. I just gotta move some stuff around. Okay, nobody's overloaded. I'm looking at this carrying capacity. It's light blue. Someone's overloaded. Okay. We will get rid of this bag of sand now, which will help a lot. Clay idol figurine is resting within an alcove enshrined with dried flower petals, bones, and glass beads. Okay, I think you have it. The original game you had a bug in it and you'd take damage no matter what you did here. We are going to exchange the sandbag. You definitely snatch the idol and replace it with sandbag so smoothly that even the flowers remain undisturbed. Idol of Mamamoo. Okay, excellent. Now we got to get out of here before we die. Oh. Okay. Fire shield. Better do earthquake. Almost out of spell points. Yes, there is a giant boulder that will chase you in this area, but not there. There you actually have poison gas. You'll fall in a pit, and poison gas will hit you in the face and damage you if you don't do the exchange or throw in the sandbag correctly. But like I said, in the original game, no matter what, you took damage. You may not fall in the hole, but you still take damage. It's a scam. Oh, success. Okay. It's a milestone getting out of there. Now we get to meet the queen. Yowzer. Shamanesses. Lots of Amazula. I'm gonna asphyxiate all these. Power 5. All right. The head of a strange beast is hewn in the center of a circular emblem on top of the gate, although somehow the face looks oddly familiar. You wave the idol before the emblem. All right. Perched high on a throne made of woven straw sits a watchful and stern girl. She wears a fancy headdress. Her neck rests many necklaces made from small bones and glass beads. Directly at her side are several warrior women, each swaying a large fan. Also behind her to the right, another woman wearing a giant spooky looking mask is eyeing you very carefully. I am the Queen of Amazulu. Who dares enter our sacred grounds? Have you come to take the rock? No. Did you bring an offering? Yes. Lay your gifts before me. Okay. Uh, I'll give you Kerr gauntlets. Thanks. Queen turns and whispers to the woman in the spooky mask. See, I told you they had soft bellies. Mamamoo demands a sacrifice tonight. The girl in the spooky mask approaches you and whispers, "Psst, want a deal?" Yes. We've been dragging around all this junk. Now we can offload it all. Let's get rid of the tally stones. Scale chaucises. I'm gonna get rid of this powder. 2100. Extra curve boots. $13,000 for the exploding Tetsubo. Yes. Array, how much for that? 375. No, I'm keeping that. Shadow cloak sell. Sell the wand to static. Sell the mind sticks. Ring of does. Time to get rid of that. We have 43,000 gold right now. And it will go in a heartbeat. Okay, all that I'm going to keep. I don't need 2 sling plus 1. Okay, we are clean now. 49,000 gold. Let's see what she has. Cutlass of the Damned. Silent Lyre. Wakizashi plus 1. Serpent Stones. Caustic bombs, devil dust. Flute of wounding, tower shield, 10,000. Igloo staff, wand of crippling, rod of burns, venomax. Ooh, we got some spell books. Nice. Okay. We definitely are getting some of these. Light curing. Stamina. Ice shield. Hey, Car, welcome in. How are you doing? And Covania, how are you doing? Welcome in. And they say dungeons are miserable places. Yeah, this is the woman with the spooky mask. Okay, slow spell. That we already have. Nox. I don't think I have Nox. We can still get extra spell points out of these. The igloo staff, I think, has ice shield on it. Wand of crippling. Trying to decide on this tower shield. Thanks for giving Covania the shout out, Jimmy. Trying to decide on getting the samurai. The tower shield. I think the samurai has pretty good evasion. So I think it could actually have very low armor class with that. But I don't think samurais can use tower shields. Mr. Spock already has great anti-penetration. So shield's not going to help him much. Only fighters, Valkyries, and Lords can use this. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Let's see. The igloo staff. I could swap the staff that Ageless has with Chermu. Then Ageless could do those artifacts is bad. Could do Ice Shield, or at least train artifacts with this. Yeah. Okay. Watch out for old hothead, she says. So swap these. Now we finally have someone that can do a powerful stamina compared to the ranger. Nice. Okay. How's our ninjutsu doing? 83? 83. Okay. So they can get one more evasion armor class. Ranger would be down to 1, and the Hobbit would be down to 0. Which is really good. Nice. Okay, we're gonna have to fight Maumamu soon here. So let's get prepped. We're gonna do Hazard Shield. Straight ahead lies the smoking top of a seething volcano. A bed of hot coals forms a bridge which leads to the edge of the volcano, making it the only way to cross over from the pyramid. Hot coals burn your feet. Protected by Hazard Shield. The bridge of hot coals leads directly to the lip of the volcano and extends out over the core of molten lava. As you stand above the lava, you start feeling earth tremors arising from the volcano, as if it were going to erupt. The tremors are growing stronger. The lava below starts to boil. Suddenly, the volcano erupts. So, you have come for the rock, and I shall slay you. Okay, Maumamu. Let's use Fire Shield. Let's hit him with a heavy tsunami. And let's summon some help. Okay, we got our Fire Shield up. Oh, he did Firestorm. Ouch. Unaffected. Okay, we got 4 wraiths on our side. We don't have Purify Air. Actually gonna have you two hide. I'm gonna put a heavy toxic cloud on him. And let's Superman Mr. Spock. Oh, that was a heavy firestorm. Anti-magic on him, but it's a little late. Ageless died. And he's hard to hit. Fight. You're not going to be able to use the Amulet of Healing successfully. Your artifacts is too low. Jimmy, let's have you use Dungeon Bread. Zombo, what scrolls do you have? It's to dehydrate. Germu, you need to heal yourself. $97 damage from dehydrate. Wasn't enough to kill him. Jeremy still died. He was gonna fireball, but thanks to anti-magic from the Wraith, he did not fireball. Look at Japorin's hit points. He has like 1 left. Two dead characters. Yeah, Japorin had 2 hit points left. And the 2 casters died. Alright, let's see. What's the build I want to get? Enchanted Blade. Okay, we got some major bringing back to do here. Hey, Mr. Spock, welcome in. How are you doing? 2 does not equal 0. True, but 2 does not equal 6 also. Happy Saturday. Okay, let's see what we got. Titanium gauntlets. These are fantastic. We can put these on the casters. Psionic, you get them. Zero on the hands. Okay, we got an axe. Ruby tipped axe. Nice. Samurai's got a new weapon. Put the pawn stick in the offhand. We have a heavy crossbow +1. Ranger will probably end up getting that. Loot of missiles. That would have been a really good item being a bard. Unlimited magic missiles. Spear +2. That's a good item, but I don't know if I have a use for it. Full plate upper. We definitely have a use for that. Instead of minus... Oh, he already has full plate upper. No, he doesn't. No, we just unequipped his plate mount. Okay. Yeah, so that was an upgrade. Nice. We have a hammer. A Vulcan hammer. Car says 2 equals 0 for very small values of 2. So even if we don't equip this, we can still use the fireball charges. It is one-handed primary. We're definitely equipping that in primary. Those are some major increases. Good. Yeah. Ooh. I did not expect that. These are casters. Sonic may die here. Okay, we need to use up the rest of our dungeon bread. That's kind of strong poison. I'm not going to rest through that. Yeah, that's really strong poison. Drink. Okay. Car says, so for Wizardry 6 advice, if it's allowed, set to easy and being very grindy and careful. Start solo with something, then can lock trap and then change, or the reverse. Start with something beefy and then change. Are you talking about class changing, Car? Oh, okay. Are you asking how to make the game easier on yourself? I just want to know your intent. What's the intent of your questions? I mean, if your save's coming, then it doesn't matter. Yes, as a first solo run, one character class change allowed. Okay, if you have a solo character, what I would recommend is start with something that has ninjutsu and just fight easy things with that as much as possible, getting your ninjutsu up to 100 or whatever possible. You got to think ahead of time about the class changing because your attributes are going to drop to the minimum for the next class. So you have to calculate out what you're wanting to do class-wise and make sure all your attributes will match the minimum for that next class. So for example, you could start as a bard, get music and ninjutsu up really high, and then by the time you're going to switch, you'll probably be like level 8 or something. Stay in the easy area still, and then switch, because what happens is if you switch your class, your skills will stay the same, but your resistances don't. And resistance, all your magic resistances are tied to your level. So if you switch in a dangerous area and become low level, even though ninjutsu will help because you can hide and use your instruments, if a spell gets through and you have low resistance, you're done. So make sure you get back to level 8 or something in the easy area where you get some of your resistances back up. And then you should be able to, from that point in the second class, start taking on things that are moderately hard. But having ninjutsu and music is the by far the easiest way to make the game for a solo run. Because you can play music indefinitely and never get discovered. As long as you're not getting hit by a spell. The spells do have a low chance of hitting you while you're hiding. Does that make sense? Ooh, foragers. These guys are kind of tough. I don't think they have great acid resistance though, so I'm going to do a tsunami on them. Nice. Okay, perfect. So now we have Enchanted Blade on the Samurai and Armor Plate on the Lord. Car says, so Bard, then Lord, Valkyrie, Samurai, or whatever threshing machine you want to try to have the ninjutsu music covered. Yes. Yeah, because you won't get training on it once you switch the class. So make sure you get that really high, the ninjutsu music, and then you'll be fine. If you're talking about Wizardry 6 Remaster, which I'm assuming you are, because the Wizardry 6 engine behaves differently than Wizardry 7. Okay, yep. Some of the stuff I told you wouldn't work for the original 6 engine. Let's see. I know I have an item to give her. I'll give her these fur gloves. Whoa, Mr. Spock, 25 stream watch streak. That's an all-time high for you. Mamamoo is dead. He doesn't want to sacrifice. Moving on up. Yeah, we do want to deal one last time. I do want to save some of my gold for later, though. Because there is a vendor later in the game, which actually, I think we're ready to go to the new area. Yeah, we are. So I think I'm actually going to save the rest. I may buy a few books here, actually. Let me take a look. I can get some extra spell points on the hybrids. Book of Weakening, that'd be water. That's probably worth it. Although weakening, I think, is only 4 spell points. Weaken. Definitely get you Ice Shield. Yeah, okay, go ahead. And we want stamina on the Lord. Let's go ahead and get him light curing. I don't think he has Fire Shield either. I can't remember. Somebody doesn't have it, so we'll go ahead and get it. Yeah, you had it. Samurai does not. Nice. And stamina you get. No, do you already have light curing? No, perfect. Light heal potions. Okay, I think I'm good. Yep. So we're ready to go back into the castle. We've already got the Horn of Souls that we need. Now it's backtrack time. Which way? No, this is the wrong way. Okay, this is correct. I need some WD-40. All right. So this is the long way back, but it's not that far off. Think about where I need to go. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go this way. Hey, Burgomeister, welcome in. How are you doing? Yes, we are. We're ready to go to the River Styx. Next major area in the game. We can stop here and sell some more stuff. Jasmine. We haven't had hardly any wandering NPCs in this run. How much is, yeah, we'll get rid of this. I'm not going back to the same bastard. Oh, it says we need it. Which is not true, but I know why it does that. Okay. I'm not going to use the Lucerne hammer. I'm not going to use this. Mystic Spear. I'm going to go ahead and hang on to that in case I move the Ranger to the 4th position. Burgomeister says, makes me want to play this again, but I must resist. 7 is one of your top 5 games of all time, and playing your version of 6 is pretty fun too. Glad to hear it. Hey, Mark, welcome in. How are you doing? To be disturbed looking at all the walls in the train building and considering just how many gallons of spit and slime it had to take to craft it. Stab of Moons, time to retire. Okay, that we're keeping. Keeping all that. I'm going to get rid of the Entangle darts. Poison darts. Oh, I do have a Spear +2. I'm actually going to keep that and get rid of the Mystic Spear then. Okay, that looks good. Let's see what kind of books she has. So there's a couple for the Alchemist. Book of Paralysis, Book of Missiles. Book of Blanking, actually. I am buying that. Then the Ranger can get a few more spell points here. And we're broke. Nice. Okay. Got the Horn of Souls. Yeah, we're ready. Black steel skull cast upon the face of the massive door stares blankly out into the corridor. Eye sockets are unnaturally deep, as if the skull once held a pair of jewels. Okay, we got one. I just have to find the other. It's on Zomble. Okay, now the level of difficulty goes up tremendously. Stepping into the open air, your nose detects the scent of water, as if you're near a lake or something, and then you see it. Surrounding your rock ledge, a river winding as far as the eye can see, in all directions, and then disappearing into the mists. Okay, and then we got a circular emblem here. Who has the horn? Mark says, I have the utmost respect for anyone who can actually finish 7 without some kind of guide, though. Yeah, that game is... The dungeons are ridiculously hard. Puzzles and stuff. It's time for your coffee, hum? All right. I am Charon, ferryman of ashes. Have you any ashes? Nope. Do you wish passage? I do, but I'm trying to think if I want to say no right now. I'm pretty broke to buy stuff from him, so I think I'm going to say yes. 500 gold. We barely have enough. This is the Isle of the Dead. This is the Isle of the Damned. The end of the ride for you. Okay, go down here. Isle of Minos, Tomb of the Damned. Resting at the foot of the gate, you find a book and a key. You believe in me, Burgomeister? Thank you. Car says, do you wish passage? Maybe. Redemption River. Yeah. Mr. Spock says, is the Isle of the Dead past the toothpaste aisle? It's aisle 13. A 1,000 lambs shall be slaughtered to create the emptiness from which I move to death to lift the bane of Minos, appeals to live, the peace Diane. Okay. Mino Demon. We definitely want a fire shield here. And let's do Tsunami on him. Wait a minute. Power 4. And Ageless. Let's see if we can petrify him. We got our fire shield up. He casts Blink. He's dead. Burgomeister says, we need to clean up an Isle of the Dead again. Hey, Saz, how are you doing? Welcome in. Shop smart. Shop S-smart. Ghostly visage appear, the soul of a man once held captive by the curse of the Isle of Minos. Thee hath released me. For years I've been trapped upon the Isle of Minos, cursed by the words. Yeah, I'm just going to fly through this. It's too much reading. I said, believe. Truth. I. At least it's kind enough to put it in double quotes. Okay, we got some kind of sword colored black. Studded hauberk. That's probably an upgrade for the alchemist. Oh yeah. Nice. Black blade. I remember it just gives negative regen, but it's not technically cursed. It has poison. Healful, that's a good scroll. Nice. Thanks for giving Saztan the shout out, Jimmy. Mr. Spock says, when Wizardry 6 turns into a chapter book, yeah. There's a lot of story in this game. Okay. So we needed to open that one. I also want to open this one. And then we're going to use the key of Minos here. Okay, this is going to be a scary fight. Oh gosh, it's a lot of night gaunts. Gosh, this is going to be painful if I don't get my spells off first. I'm going to have you try to silence this group. And then you're going to do... You know, asphyxiation I think does work on these. I'm going to do power 5. And then we'll try a mind flay. The Psionic's so slow though. Probably won't get it off in time. Okay, silence most of that group. Okay, asphyxiation got a lot of them, but not all of them. One tried to do blinding flash. Was silenced. Mind flay got 3 more. That went well. And now we have access to these lovely fountains. Okay. Another fountain will give us back health. Stamina. Perfect. This is a really good grinding spot because of these fountains. Asphyxiation comes through again. It did, Burgermeister. Mark says, my brain is doing this weird thing where it keeps trying to work out where you are in Wizardry 7 because of the interface. Or remind myself this is 6. Over and over. Yeah. I bet that is kind of weird. Okay, let's take a look at how much experience we need. Gosh. The lowest is 171,000. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to grind. Let's go down here. I'll do maybe one fight down here and then I'll probably be done for the evening. This fight right here. This is a pretty scary fight. So this group back here we're going to dispel. You're going to dispel this group. And Jermu is going to earthquake while Ageless does a mind fillet. Two dead. Two more dead. Oh, here it comes. Paralyzed. Come on, Jermu, don't lose your turn here. Okay. We got Earthquake off. It didn't kill any, but it did some pretty good damage to him. Let's see if Ageless... Okay, Ageless got his spell going. Didn't affect any of them, though. And the whole party is nauseated. We're going to try to dispel this group. As long as we don't choke and gag. Let's do Tsunami on this group. Ageless. Cure Paralysis. And Jimmy. Somebody gagged. Okay, we cured the paralysis at least. I'm actually going to blink. We're going to blink out the Psionic, if possible. He doesn't gag. Okay, we got blank, and there's one left. We should be safe. Wow, look at all that gagging. Okay, let's try to make it to the fountain. Good. No grinding in a Wizardry game, Mark says. Blasphemy. I've done grinding already. Alright, what did we find? Wrist Rocket. That's an upgrade. Alley Stones again. Lucerne Hammer. Breastplate. Okay. Good place to save it. Huge progress tonight. Very, very pleased with that. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do a raid if you're into that. Let's see who we got on right now. Let's see. Let's send you over to Herc Xena. He's playing Betrayal at Krondor. DOS game. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.